Nelly. Welcome back to my channel. I am finally back to filming makeup tutorials for you guys. I have been so sick for the past 2 weeks. I'm not going to talk about it too much because I did already do like a little story time at the beginning of the makeup tutorial, so I don't want to repeat myself, but I have been extremely sick, but I am so excited that I am finally feeling better and I am back with a makeup tutorial. Well, it's not really, it is a makeup tutorial, but it's mostly based on the eyes because for today's video we are going to be playing with the new Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson Conspiracy Palette. I am so happy that I finally got around to filming with this palette. This took forever to get to me, okay? I think I ordered this on the day it released and I just got it like a week ago. It took forever to get to me. I don't know why, but it took forever. So yeah, this is the eye look that I created. I think it's really pretty now for the holiday season. I wanted to kind of play with colors, do something different. I've been doing tons of like neutral looks, so I definitely wanted to do something a little bit more bold and more colorful. As always, before we go ahead and get into the tutorial, please consider subscribing if you're new to my channel. And without further ado, let's get into this makeup tutorial. It's not really a makeup tutorial, like an eye tutorial. Yes, an eye tutorial. So without further ado, let's get into this eye makeup. Oh, I keep saying makeup. This eye tutorial. Just continue watching, please. It has been forever since I last sat down and filmed a makeup tutorial for you guys. It's so crazy. It's been forever, but I was a little bit sick. Well, not a little bit sick. I was a lot sick. Right after Thanksgiving, like on Thanksgiving was on Thursday, and like Friday, I woke up dead. Like I was so sick. We had 10 kids at my school sick with the flu. Like there was 10 kids out, and I didn't get the flu, but I was pretty sick. So I took some time off, and I also had a bunch of schoolwork to do, but I am back with makeup tutorials, and I actually have 3 makeup tutorials going up this week. So I'm really excited for you guys to see what I have planned for the week. But for my first video back, I am so excited to finally get the chance to play around with the Conspiracy Palette by Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson. I did order this palette when it was first released, and it took close to a month to get to me. I just received my palette, which is crazy. I know I'm kind of late to the game, but I hope it's not too late, and I hope that you guys still want to see a tutorial using the palette because I did just get mine and I'm really excited to just kind of play with it a little bit. I love the weight that it has, the packaging, the black and white is totally me, as you can see from my wall. I feel like everybody has said this and it is so true, but I feel like this is my palette because I saw it like getting made and all of the struggles that they went through and the stress that they went through. So I feel like I went through that with them. So this palette for some reason feels really special. I don't know why. So yeah, I have already kind of swatched some of the shades, but if you have not seen it, this is what it looks like. I have it on backwards because I don't want to blind you guys with the mirror. But these are all of the shades, and I'm really happy with the shades in here. You can totally do a more natural look. You can do a dramatic look. You can do a colorful look. Like the shades in here are absolutely beautiful. Shane did an amazing job at picking the shades, and of course Jeffree for helping him. This palette is amazing. So for today, I'm really, for some reason, when I first saw this palette, I felt like I was going to want to play with like this shade right over here. This one was calling my name there for a hot second, but once I actually opened up the palette, for some reason this teal shade right here is calling my name, the silver is calling my name, this purple burgundy is calling my name, this emerald green is calling my name. So I think that's what I'm going to be doing. I don't even really know what I'm going to be doing yet, so we're going to figure that out together. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's start playing with it. Okay, so the first shade that I am going to go in with is the shade Not a Fact, which is this really pretty kind of burgundy shade right over here. And I am going to take this using the Crown C511 brush. And I am going to put this in the crease, and don't worry if it's messy. You're gonna see how we're gonna blend it out and make everything look really nice and neat. So right now I am just going to concentrate this right here in the crease of the eye. Okay, so one thing I forgot to mention is that I did not set my concealer, and that's why I am stamping the color in rather than like swirling it in or like rounding it in. I don't know, does that make sense? I'm not blending it in. I am just stamping this color in because we still have that wet concealer underneath. It is going to make the color like really stick to that lid, and it's going to be really nice and opaque and pigmented, which is exactly what we want. I really want a nice kind of smoky eye, and I know this looks crazy. I know it does, but I promise you it's all going to come together, and you're going to see how beautiful this eye look is going to be. I mean, I don't really know what I'm doing yet, but I have a vision, and that's all that matters. So I am just going to stamp this purple shade all over the lid, and I am extending it outwards here just a little bit. And don't worry if you get messy because I'm going to go in and clean it up once we're all done. I just want to make sure that I have this color really nice and stamped in. So right now we look like we have raccoon eyes, and that is totally okay. That is normal. So I'm going to go in with the shade What's the Tea, which is the blue shade, this one right over here. And I am using, this is the Morphe and Jacqueline JH33 brush. It's just a little bit shorter than that first brush that we used. I'm going to take this shade, and I'm going to use just the tiniest amount to blend out that purple. I want the blue to be my transition. I want this color in the crease. So I am going to use it very lightly to blend that purple shade out. So I'm actually going to take the JH40, which is just a little bit smaller with that blue shade. And I'm going to use that to blend out the edge. Alrighty, so now I'm going to go back in with my concealer, and I am going to just carve out the inner half of the lid. I go ahead and take a little bit more of the purple shade, and I'm just going to blend this back here in the outer corner to make sure that it is really nice and faded in. Alrighty, so now I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Diet Cola, which is the silver shade. And I'm taking an Ofra Professional Makeup number 10 brush. And I am going to take Diet Cola, and I am going to put this in the inner corner of the eye. I'm going to take a little bit of the shade Illuminati, this one, which is the green shade, and I'm taking it using the JH41, and I am going to put the shade right where that silver, I'm going to put the shade right in the center to kind of meet with the silver and the purple. I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of the purple in the outer corner to make sure that the green blends in seamlessly. And then I'm going to take a little bit more of the silver and just kind of smooth it over where the two colors meet to make a really nice transition. I'm going to take a little bit more of the teal shade and work this in the crease to just kind of blend everything. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and take a little cotton round, and I'm just going to wipe off all of this excess fallout and clean everything up. Alrighty guys, so I am back. I went ahead and really quickly did my base makeup just because I just did an updated foundation, blush, contour routine, which I will have linked up here in one of the cards if you want to go ahead and check that out. So we're going to go ahead and finish the eyes. I'm taking the shade Not a Fact, and I'm going to put this really close to my lower lash line. Okay, and now I'm going to go back in with a little bit of What's the Tea, and I'm just going to blend this like right underneath to just kind of smoke that out. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and take the JH07 brush and I'm just going to wipe off the fallout. I'm going to take my MAC Fascinating Eye Coat. It's just a white pencil and I am going to work this in my waterline. Okay, so I'm taking a little bit of Food Vibes and I'm just going to put that in the inner corner because I really want to use that yellow shade. Alrighty guys, so I am going to go ahead and finish the rest of my face, pop on some lashes, fix my hair, and then I'll be right back to show you guys the finished result. Alrighty guys, so this is it. This is the completed look. Honestly, I really love the way that it turned out and the colors, they just blended so perfectly together. I am obsessed with the pigmentation, the shimmery, like this silver shadow that I have in the inner corner. I did not wet my brush and that is how pigmented the shadow was from the start. So I'm really happy with it and I love the way that all of the colors just kind of blended in together. I was a little nervous there in the beginning for a little bit because I felt like the teal and the purple weren't really going to kind of mash together, but it actually ended up working really well and I really love the way that the look turned out. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in the video, but I did go ahead and put a little bit of that yellow shade in the inner corner just to kind of tie everything together and just add like a little extra something to the look. I really do love the palette. I think you can do so many different looks with it. You can do a natural look, a colorful look. You can do so many different looks with this one palette. The only thing that I am going to be picky about and that I am going to complain about is the amount of fallout that the shadows had. To me personally, fallout is not a deal breaker when it comes to palettes, but it is something that you definitely do want to keep in mind. And now moving forward, since I do know that this palette does have fallout, I would definitely be doing my whole eyes before I do my face makeup, just to avoid the little darkness. You see that? How I have some darkness right there? That is from the eyeshadows. But other than that, I'm really happy. I'm so happy that I purchased it. And yeah, so if it's still available, I will have a link to it down below for you guys to check it out because I did really enjoy this palette. I will for sure use this palette again. So let me know down in the comments what other looks you want to see with this palette. Do you want to see more pink looks? Do you want to see something more wearable? Let me know because I would love to continue playing with this palette and bringing you guys different looks because honestly, you can do so many different looks with this one palette. So yeah, let me know in the comments. But I think that is pretty much it. That is going to do it for today's video. I love you all so much. Please consider subscribing if you are new to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and I think that's it. Like, share, subscribe. I love you all so much, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah!